start today's episode with Tessa, and she's popped over to see her old friends Fred and Nobby. Hasn't seen them for a long time, so she thought it was about time they had a bit of a catch up. And what are they doing? As usual, as you know, they like their singing, and that's exactly what they're doing now. So it's nice to see them. They, as you know, have adopted a little girl called Mariah. So Tessa just popped over to make sure that everything's okay and not having any problems with her. And they said, oh no, she's the model child, wonderful at school, she's going to do really well. Very pleased with her. Is she around at all? So no, she just popped over to see a friend of hers. She'll be home soon, so you can see her then. And then the singing started again. So Tessa thinks, well, I think it's best if I just sort of disappear into the background, watch a bit of TV until Mariah comes home. Keep a safe distance. They've been together a long time with Fred and Nobby, and they're just a couple of old romantics, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. It's just when they start singing in restaurants, it just does get a little bit embarrassing. But I think people are used to it by now. And here comes Mariah. So Tessa has a bit of a catch up with her, making sure everything's okay with her. Are you okay? Everything okay at school? Yeah, everything's fine, thanks, Auntie Tessa. Well, you may know it's my birthday coming up soon. Do you and your daddies want to come over to my party? Not quite sure when it's going to be, but it'll be soon. Is that okay? Yes. And it's time for Tessa to pop back home because she has got a new recipe to try out on the guys. Now, what I need to tell you is it's not just Tessa's birthday. It's actually all 5 of theirs' birthday on the same day. Not coincidental, it's a long, long story, which I'll just tell you when I've thought about it. So now Tessa's saying, right, okay, I have got this brand new recipe that I'm going to try out on everybody for dinner. I think it's going to be okay. Oh, by the way, I popped over and see Fred and Nobby today. They send the love. Nice one, says Steve, and I must pop over and see them myself sometime. Oh, started snowing again. Right, I think it's time I got dinner underway now. Right, time to put my cooking to the test, says Tessa. I think it's ready now. Better just call everybody for dinner. Otherwise I'll end up eating it all myself. Oops. Back again. So everybody's going to come down and test this new recipe that Tessa's just discovered. So it looks nice anyway. Now, when all 5 of them come down to dinner, there is a race to get that final chair at the table, because as you can see, there's only 4 chairs. So one person has to sit up on the breakfast bar. So Cheryl's quite safe. It's a battle between Will and Nadine. Who's going to get there? Oh, Nadine just gets there in time. So Will gets the breakfast bar. Oh, that was an evil laugh, Nadine. Well, it's going down very well. Certainly no strange, funny faces being pulled anyway. So yes, well done, Tessa. This looks like a success. Here we go. Don't forget to clean up. Stephen? That was nothing to do with the food. That was Tessa. Oh dear. Well, maybe it wasn't that good after all. Stephen's, well, you know what? It hasn't affected me at all. I'm absolutely fine. Ha ha ha! I've got away with it! And then he disappears upstairs, out of the way of everybody else, because you know what's going to happen, don't you? I won't deny it, I have been so looking forward to recording this section. It's time to celebrate the birthdays of Tessa, Nadine, Cheryl, Will and Stephen. As I said before, birthdays are all shared by all 5 of them, and the reason for that is when I first started playing Sims 4, I had lots of ideas what I wanted to do with the game, and not necessarily recording it because that came later, but just for my own personal gameplay. I created what I wanted to call like a haunted house. So I created 5 Sims and put them into this house, which had like really crazy traits, like it was haunted, things would go wrong, and the idea was I put them in there and just see how it plays out, because I expected if a lot was haunted, ghosts would be like flying around all over the place all the time, but they don't. They just occasionally appear at night, and they might occasionally break a toilet, and it didn't really work at all. In fact, it really got quite boring, so I just put it on the back burner and more or less forgot about it. But then I was getting plans for the Newquest Chronicles. I thought, let me put these back in the game and see how it plans out. And I have to say, these are my absolute favourites. I just love them, particularly Stephen, because he's turned out exactly how I wanted him to turn out. A bit kooky, a bit camp, a bit outrageous, and the character is just absolutely spot on, so I'm really, really pleased about that. Anyway, back to the story. This is a brand new restaurant that I popped in. It's an Italian restaurant, and as you can see, they're all in the glad rags because it is quite a high-class restaurant, and they've invited Sammy along. Because basically it was a table for 6 and there's only 5 of them, so Sammy got the call. What I think I might do as well is later on I will do them another party with all the residents so they can all get involved. But for now it's just these 6 guys choosing the food from the menu, which is quite a nice menu actually. I haven't really had the chance to have a good look around the restaurant, so I don't know where the toilets are. I'm assuming they're downstairs, but I dare say they'll find them if they want them. I think it's so nice when they all get on so well like this. I wonder if there's a way of getting rid of those like speech bubbles. I might have to do a bit of research, and there probably is. But anyway, for now, they are. Oh yes, I think their food is coming now. Wonderful. What I am also noticing as well in the background, I don't know whether you have as well, but there are lots of half-dressed Sims or undressed Sims walking around. If I catch them in time, I will put clothes on them, but occasionally there might be one or two that slip through the net. So, cocktails all around. They're going down well. I love listening to the conversations here, especially when there's a lot of them going off. It just makes me smile. That's very excitable, isn't it? Oh, there's still cheers in. I can just sit and listen to these forever. I hope when they do age up to adults, because they're all young adults at the moment, but when they age up to adults, they don't change too much. Because I have, like I said, really got attached to these guys. But if needs be, I can always pop it in the gallery, because I've got them as young adults up there. So if I get to the point where I'm not liking them, at least I can personally play them as younger adults, so that's fine. Well, time's getting on a bit now. I think I have to make sure they're aged up before midday, but people are going for toilet breaks now, so that's probably a good time to start thinking about getting the cakes out. I've actually baked them all a cake each, but I think hopefully I can do one cake and then just keep putting the candles on and aging them up like that. Now, Cheryl, why are you sat, or rather stood, doing nothing? Can you remember you want to go to the toilet? Let's see. Oh, there they are. Well, I think Nadine wants to go to the toilet, but she's not going to go while you're stood there. So let's move you, if I can. Yeah, go to that one, lot. Oh, she does. She does. Cheryl's found the toilets as well. That's good. She's a bit simple, is Cheryl, but lovable. Right, everybody's coming back now. I think. Oh, Tessa's missing. And we have to do Tessa first because she is in effect the oldest, so we have to age her up first. Oldest in the fact that I made her first. So I think she might still be on the toilet. So we'll just have to wait a little bit for her to arrive. There she comes. Wonderful. Right, my birthdays are always disasters, so fingers crossed this one's going to be okay. Right, one cake with candles. Tessa, blow them out. Oh, see what I mean about undressed Sims? I think one's just farted as well. Right, hey! Happy birthday, Tessa!
Lucy!
I think that was happy birthday in Simlish. Right, who's next? I think it's going to be Will next. Blow out candles. Gosh, Nadine's tired. Or drunk. And Will's aged up. Happy birthday, Will! I like the way they celebrate it, that's cute. Right, so far so good. Right, we're doing the Dean foot next because she is absolutely shattered. Or absolutely drunk, one of the two. So, your turn. Oh, she hasn't even got the energy to blow the candles out. Try again. That'll do. You gonna rage up? Ah, well done. Happy birthday, Nadine. Right, who is next? Oh, Stephen the next. My favourite sim. Oh good, there's half naked people who got dressed. Come on, you can do better than that. Happy birthday, Stephen! I love that song. Is that everybody? Oh, can't forget Cheryl. Happy birthday, Cheryl. When you're ready. First time of asking, well done. Well, hey, happy birthday. So I think that is everything. Right, so it's getting late. Everybody is very tired and very drunk. So it's time to stagger home. Oh dear. Yep. Worse for wear. But then it's your birthday, so why not? Now this should be interesting because where this restaurant is, it's in the desert, so it's not snowing. So back home it might have snowed quite a lot. So see how they negotiate that. Oh dear, Nadine's even going the wrong way. She is just gone. Right, because she got lost, she is the last sim home and is so unbelievably tired. So, in your short sleeve dress and high heels, negotiate the snow and get yourself off to bed. This is funny. Yes, I know you're happy. Well, it's your birthday. You're allowed to be happy. But for now, get yourself to bed. Oh, sounds like something's broken there. I'll have a look at that in the morning. Night night, Nadine. Oh, looks like Stephen's sleeping in her bed. Oh, Tessa's in her bed. Oh well, if Stephen's sleeping in my bed, then I might as well sleep in his bed. Oh, Will's sleeping in Stephen's bed. No, I don't care, I'll just sleep on the couch. Night night. The morning after the night before. And as you can see, there are some very sore heads in the House of Doom this morning. Cheryl doesn't even know what day it is. So there's going to be nothing happening today other than recovery. So we'll end the episode now with Hannah. who's found two snowmen and finds it hysterical. Oh well, they say the little things please small minds. See you in the next episode.